Honestly, it was an emotional. Him telling me, I got emotional. It's been a long journey. It's tough. Been through a lot of things, and super excited that I'm here. Super excited I'm back home, and saw the light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm super excited to be here, and I'm excited for this season.
Did camp go like you thought it would, or what? How was camp? I'm sure there were ups and downs, but did you perform like you thought you would?
No, absolutely. There's definitely challenges in camp. Going in every single day, there's ups and downs, and like being quarterback, you have to just kind of stay. You got to stay even through everything. You got to just can't get too high, can't get too low during everything. And it was good. It was bad. It was good. It was great. It was awesome. I'm glad I got through it. First scrimmage, I was kind of frustrated just because I like to get tackled. They kept marking me down in the back and just frustrating me. So I was getting pretty aggravated. I wanted to be live after the first scrimmage, but Coach Des didn't want to do that. So, but I'm excited to compete. It's gonna be a fun year.
Walker, you talked about obviously getting to be named the starting quarterback, but to be able to do it here for your hometown team, is it even more special for you?
Absolutely, I would just say my journey. I mean, I never knew I was going to be here, and the way it worked out, I mean, it's been unbelievable. I've been going through the lows of life, going through the highs of life. Going to LSU, going to Ole Miss, just thinking, seeing what the future had for me, and just seeing what was going to happen in my life, and the fact of getting down low and coming back home and getting back to be who I am and but with my family. It's a great feeling, and I got a great team, and I got a great coaching staff behind me. Support system is great to be here, and it's awesome.
How good is it feel to be getting ready to focus on Rice, and that's all you're really focusing on now?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm super excited. During camp, it's winning that job. You gotta take your doves now and then, right? So got the quarterback one. That was an accomplishment for me, and now the accomplishment is to restart. We have to have a great year. Got to go 1-0 every week. So I was excited for that yesterday, but the real job starts now. So got to get to work and ready to go.
What did you learn about the offensive game?
Absolutely. We got a great receiver. It's different from where I've been. We have a really good O-line. They do really good in the run game, and most of the places I've been, like in high school and at Ole Miss, most of the time they want to give the ball to their athletes on the edge. You want, hey, there's a box right here. You don't want to block all these guys. Let's just give it to this one-on-one. Let them go to work. Our running backs do an unbelievable job here. We got great running backs. We got a great O-line. We got great receivers. So it's just it was different at first, just trying to figure out what they wanted to do, what Coach does. I wanted to be on the same page with them. Ask him what extent do you want me to do this to, and what extent do you want me to do that to? And we started getting on the same page, and I'm going to continue to learn after the scrimmage yesterday, and just continue to get better every single day.
How do you feel the team has embraced you as their next quarterback? And how do you feel you've been a leader as you've been here so far?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, honestly, after my 3 years, I would pretty much feel like I would know everything I need to do to be a starting quarterback. And, Lunch and Daniel, they've even made me better every single day competing with them. I learn from them. They learn from me. And it's crazy that the people around you just make you better every single day. And having people like that around, it's been great. And this team is special. Like I said, it starts from the top. Coach Des does a great job. Coaches love him. Players love him. And everybody respects him. Everybody wants to play hard for him. And that's just how our team is. It's a lot of love. It's a lot of family around here, and it's gonna be a fun year. We're really excited.
Every year, offenses are like, we're ready to play another team. How hard has it been with quarterbacks trying to establish themselves in a defense that knows your offense? I mean, the last few weeks, what has that been like?
Yeah, I feel that's what Coach Des has to pretty much remind me every single day, because start wanting to game plan against your own defense, which you can't do. You got to start figuring out what you're really good at and continue to get better at what you're good at, what plays you run good at, and different ways to get to that. And I think that starts getting a little harder than the camp. These defenses are starting to pattern match, exactly where we're going every play. And it definitely gets frustrating, and that's the camp. You go through the ups and downs. And, defense might win one day, the offense might win another day. And it's going to be fun to move on to not playing your defense every day, and I think our whole team is ready for that. But
Along those same lines, how do you think your stops at LSU and Ole Miss helped you in this game?
growing as a person, as a football player, and more as a person. You know, just keep going. I mean, it's crazy, right? When you think you can't go any farther, you got to push forward, like keep pushing. Life's not easy in any situation. Everybody's got their different things that they go through life, like everybody. And that's what's pretty cool. Like once a week, our team talks about like what their why is. Like, what is your why? Why do you do this? And like coming back home, it really made me feel like, what is my why? And having like what motivates me, what gets me going. Why do I play football? What do I play football for? And I think that's been the greatest thing. And I mean, it's a different world out here, and you know, everybody has their life that goes on and on. You know, if something happens in their life, the next day you just got to get up and continue. And it happens for us as athletes and as people just like y'all. I mean, y'all know exactly how that feels.
You talked about last night talking with Coach Des how emotional that conversation was. Was it more emotional knowing the journey that it took to get here, or finally knowing that you arrived at the destination, became a starting quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what I told him. I said, fall camp, you know, those meetings honestly haven't gone real good for me in the past. You know, I'm very disappointed, and it's tough. Like, honestly, I didn't think I was going to play football this year. I didn't think I was going to play football this year. And he was really shocked when I said that. But, you know, Caden Prescorn and Jackson Dart, they really helped me last year. They pushed me forward. They made me go to every single meeting, like all the extra meetings they did to watch film. Those guys really pushed forward, and I texted them yesterday and appreciated them, and texted my dad the same thing. Like, those three guys really pushed me forward about next year. And those are the kind of people I was around last year. I had great people, and having great people in your life, you know, make you better.